There are too many people out there saying using AI to edit their novel will not only save you time, but money as well. BookBub claims 50% of its users used AI in their writing process. And after trying out 2 different AI services, I have all the information I need, and the results were shocking. I'm author R.A. Gasparac, a human Hyrax hybrid, and Dark Empress of Delayed Reactions. In my 20 plus years of writing, I never thought one day I might find myself in a world where, as a writer, one of my industry competitors is a line of code in a data center. That makes sense, as we have 2 more examples of authors getting caught red-handed, leaving prompts in their books. Casey Crown with Dark Obsession and Lena McDonald with The Dark Hollow Academy. Let's not even get into how avid readers swear The Silver Elite by a suspected fake author, Danny Francis, is completely written by AI. Completely. That's what they say. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not weighing in on that. I'm pushing through this murky sea of ethical gray water to first even examine if generative AI even has the capability to do what human editors do. To be clear, when I'm talking about generative AI, I'm examining it through the lens of an experiment as a writer. Generative AI gets a very deserved bad rap for a very important fact. If it scans the work of others, regardless of copyright or any other protection, regulation regurgitates it out for anyone typing in the correct prompt. First off, we live in an age where AI is making waves in all sorts of fields, and editing is no exception. From text to videos, artificial intelligence has jumped in the streamline of the editing process, but how effective is it really? I decided to find out firsthand. Full disclosure, I did not supply my full manuscript for either service. Only 5 out of my 70 chapters. I started by exploring some AI editing software, and there are tons of options out there, each with its own unique flair and features. As I began, my excitement mixed with a little hesitation. You know that feeling when you're about to try something new and you're not entirely sure what to expect? I was armed with a few chapters that purposely needed some polishing, and when I say polishing, I mean, whoa, polishing. The first one was Nova AI Chatbot. Okay, so I chose them based on their claims of having a superior writing assistant feature that boasts to be an effective copy editor and meticulous proofreader. Here's the rest of the info pulled directly from their app description on the App Store. Nova Chatbot uses advanced AI developed on the technology such as GPT-4 that understands your questions and generates human-like responses, making you feel like you are chatting with a knowledgeable friend. Nova Chatbot, an AI assistant, can recommend a book to read or a movie to watch. Nova AI Chatbot is the #1 cross-compatible chatbot developed using multiple AI models to make the latest AI chat technologies accessible in the most user-friendly way. It's the only cross-platform chatbot app built on GPT-4, Google Gemini, and Claude, offering industry-first features. It's not just me, right? Sounds like they wrote that with AI. I swear. While you could upload documents, you were still limited to 1 page at a time, or at least at the time when I was doing this. I guess the claim it would save time was only partially true. So, page by page, I had the AI analyze my writing and fix it for dark fantasy. The initial round of edits included a lot of grammar fixes and punctuation tweaks. Some of these were straightforward and correcting typos or adjusting verb tenses, rephrasing sentences for improved clarity. Then I checked for the feeling. I will concede it did catch a few proofreading issues, All sense of feeling was gone. Out of there. I will concede it did catch a few proofreading issues. All sense of feeling I put in there was gone. The prose was drier than an overcooked turkey, and I mean there was no hint of me and my unique reader's voice after it was done. Here's the thing about AI. It can make your writing tidy, but it doesn't truly understand the context or the emotions behind your words. So Nova missed the mark. But what about the second service I tried? AutoCrit! Wait. I can hear you screaming at me. AutoCrit isn't generative AI, and that's only partially true. The thing GPT-4 and AutoCrit share are comparison models. AutoCrit is an all-in-one web-based writing suite with its own proofreader and prose comparison to best-selling authors and set genre standards. And it does have a generative AI function with its story building, which is a separate part of the site, but one must ask whether or not the other users on the site writing are being utilized to power that or not. As far as proofreading and its suggested word usage, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very robust and effective method for writing and editing. But here's the thing, Grammarly. For the same monthly subscription, you can use an established and trusted proofreading app. Does it use AI? Yes. But instead of being generative AI, it is analytical. It gives suggestions but does not generate new words. So why would I lean more towards Grammarly than AutoCrit? 1. There's no way of knowing the user's writing projects aren't being stored to fuel their story building generative AI. 2. It does genre and specific author analysis comparison. That means it's scanning the work of other authors. That means it's learned their writing styles. How can they guarantee those literary works aren't being used for their story builder? We can't. For myself, it was too close to an ethical dilemma for writers using AI to write books. All right, so my verdict. What's my takeaway from this AI editing adventure? It's not for me. AutoCrit came close, but I couldn't trust that they weren't using uploaded words unethically. I did not end up using anything from this experiment into the final version of my work. I'll just stick to basic grammar and spell check. So what if there are flaws in my writing? That's part of what makes writing unique. It isn't like everything else out there. It's mine. Your unique voice is what makes your work special. At the end of the day, generative AI is nothing but a supercharged predictive text line of code like autocorrect. It does not store information, but it does scan and steal work of others as it regurgitates similar words of famous authors. What's worse is it doesn't understand the nuances we weave into our stories. It will rip them out because it does not understand why we choose specific words to have specific emotions evoked when read. All these publishing houses that are cranking out AI-generated works are in for a very rude awakening when they realize their reader base, and I mean actual readers, not influencers they pay to hawk their products, see right through them. Once you lose trust with a customer base, that's it. You're done. Fun fact, did you know that if you sell AI-generated work on KDP, you can be banned from KDP if using AI works? Why? Bezos wants you locked in a contract so no one else can profit off of it. At the end of the day, readers want your words. They don't want random words thrown together based off an autocorrect super mutant. Human eyes only understand the human experience. AI can only understand its experience.